If you really want to, check out with some people, check Ashwini. I would say she was from IIT Mech batch, like IT 2019 batch. She's into Air Force. There's some amazing people in some amazing universities. You can, start connecting with them. First thing, guys, with the culture, with the network that we have, the environment that we've created, don't miss out on connecting with your alumni. That's the first thing you guys have to do after this, I would say, session. You have to build your network. And that's what I've said always. Connection and network is very, very important at a very young age, because that is what is going to take you ahead. Trust me, I focused on building my network from the first year of my engineering. And that's the reason why if I'm able to do something today, I'm only because of the people that I connected with, and that to right people. Not people who are going to pull you down. Why are you doing startup and all? Yeah, chill, get into a job, just get into a settled life. If you want to do something today, if you want to be into Air Force, start connecting with people who are there already. Their experience of 4-5 years, they can share it to you within an hour, and that you can carry forward to literally shorten the curve and reach there at a very short span of time. This is how network and connection helps. Take any book. Suppose, you are reading some book today called 0 to 1. Somebody has written it, and that book is all about building startups. Somebody with their 10-20 years of experience has gotten that into that book. Now, if you read that diligently, you land up obviously somewhere. And that's what I did. Whenever I used to read books, अगर ऐसे देखा जाए mythological terms में, तो हाँ, I used to say कि ठीक है, सरस्वती है, सबको नहीं मिलती, हमें मिली है, let's respect it. But if you also think about that, कि one thing, this book is written by someone who has consumed all of their knowledge of 10-20 years and got into this book. You start respecting that book, and you start literally feeling that, no, I've got this book, I really want to go through it and absorb all that I can from this book. So even read books in that way, or connect with people in that way. This is the first step that we can start changing in ourselves, so that our approach towards the society, or approach towards building networks, connecting with people changes. This is the first thing we have to do. And second thing I'll come to ladies here is, we are really not less than anyone. I mean, really not less than anyone. I'll tell you personally, I mean, I'm not being biased here anywhere, but so far what I've seen is, whomever ladies I am connected to, they're much, much more stronger. I mean, I am looking at them and being inspired. So first thing, as I said, start connecting with the Cummins Alumni Network, or yes, Mridul ma'am. Okay, yeah. So I would say first thing is start connecting with the Cummins Alumni Network. Second is start connecting with people whom you look up to. If somebody's there in already the university you want to be in, start connecting with them and talking to them very, very early on. You are in first year, second year, doesn't matter. Start as early as possible, guys. Imagine that moment that you realize in the very first year, this is the thing I want to do. That's where you are ready. In my very first year, I realized that I am not the one who might settle with a job, because I don't like, working for something that I am not motivated enough. And I really wanted to, so I'll come to that later. But the second thing you have to do is literally start connecting with the people you look up to, the interest fields that you have, just figure it out very early on. That will really help you a lot. And if you can see, I am using the word connect here. I am not using the word follow. Follow is the, not the right concept that we've been taught through all of these social media platforms. You follow a lot of people on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Well, that's not the way how we do it. We are someone who comes with our own credibilities, our own skill set. We have something to deliver to the society, and we have something to absorb, but nothing to follow anyone. Like, kitna bhi kisi ko follow kar lo, unki journey is very different. We can't match their journey at all. I mean, and the only thing after we get from following is FOMO, the fear of missing out. And that's the reason why today, even in our social community platform, EventBeep, we are changing the concept of follow. We don't want our students to follow others and, just keep following them and land nowhere. They do not have to become followers. They have to become leaders. So that's why start connecting. And forget the concept of followers. It's already social media somewhere have already screwed our minds with using these concepts as follow, unfollow, like, dislike. So yeah, that's the other thing also you have to keep in mind. And yeah, talking about my journey, my journey in comments and then landing up to a startup has been very funny and full of learning. And I'll tell you my mistakes as well that I did without sharing a PPT and without sharing any sort of videos or pictures. Although if you want to check some pictures and all, you all can check it. Connecting with the 2019 batch, we've had some amazing times. Well, we were 2 times awarded with the best branch, the best class, and I've been a part of so many events. Like अगर कोई part नहीं लेता था, Gandhar, innovation, kahin bhi, I used to get in. I used to be like, we don't want to miss out any of the positions. We want to be the top ranking class. So that is the reason why we enjoyed a lot. I don't want to make you guys feel bad about it because I know what you guys are going through. Gandhar nahi ho raha hai, innovation nahi ho raha hai. But I hope, all of us who've missed out on it, there's going to be a grand event for all of us. Probably I'll try getting in touch with the college and, we from EventBeep will try sponsoring Gandhar and innovation. I'm not saying it for just saying it. We can do it. And we'll call everyone, but we'll have it very soon. So, yeah, I started my journey. Very first year, 2015 was my admit year. And I joined mechanical engineering. We were very proud कि ठीक है चलो हम mechanical engineers हैं, 90 girls का batch है, and all of us were from diverse backgrounds. Like every girl was someone whom I used to look up to. Like everyone was someone who had their own set of potential, skills, talent, and awesome. I would say complete थी हमारी class. And I joined in, but I was so much engrossed towards, doing engineering, doing mechanical engineering, be someone who has to literally stand out of the crowd. In all of those, doing all of those things, I missed out on a lot of things. Just to give you an example, first year में एक civil engineering का subject होता है आपको. वहाँ पे you have to create a plan. The whole architecture plan की. I think I hope you all have the same thing right now. In that half imperial sheet, you have to create the plan, and I was so excited to get that project. I think it was first month itself of college, and I was so excited to take up every assignment, project, everything, and I wanted to do it like not before anyone, but I wanted to personally do things without taking anyone's help. So I started working on my half imperial sheet. We were given tasks to work on step by step. So I was doing it, but then I realized, okay, Friday I have my freshers meet. And I saw all of my friends buying one piece, dresses and all. Everybody was so excited. And I was tired in the very first year. Because I used to travel from Temple Saudagar to Karve Nagar early morning by bus. And our bus used to be at 6:30. Our first lecture used to be at 7:45. And I used to be like, 7:45. My school was also at 8:39. But 7:45 is too much. And I had to not miss the very first bus. That's Varde Mayawadi, 276 number. If still people are traveling, because we had a whole Cummins crowd traveling from 276 bus. So I used to be very scared of missing out on that bus. So there were times, I had no time to take bath. But I never wanted to miss that bus because we had Rajarkar sir ka session. First lecture, and if you all know Rajarkar sir, great. And his sessions were some thing that we really didn't want to miss out on. Then we also had Patil sir ke sessions, Chandekar sir ke sessions, and we never wanted to miss that. In the very first, second year, अच्छे sessions होते थे, तो हमें नहीं miss करना था उन्हें. But तो I had no other option. I had to take the bus. So I was very tired, first year में ही इतना बस से travel करके, तो freshers party आया, and I used to be like, ठीक है, college खत्म हो गया, 5 o'clock को I used to leave for home. I never cared about spending time with my friends, doing gappa shappa. I thought, ठीक है, let's go home. It's already early morning. I've come, शाम हो गई है. I want to go back home and probably work on things. I was doing so many courses at the same time. I heard from somewhere Python is trending. I started learning Python. I heard from somewhere Ruby is trending. I started learning that, data science, everything. I used to watch so many videos, consume so much of content that I did everything that I can to probably stand out of the crowd in the very first or second year of my college. But eventually that was not the ideal way, I'll tell you. While we were given the civil engineering assignment, that night I had my freshers party Friday, and Saturday, Sunday was off. But still, I don't know what, hang I got of that whole half imperial sheet. I wanted to complete it, then get up and then think about any other party. So I kept completing it, और वो इतना आसान नहीं था. I started it. The freshers party started at 7 o'clock. I was doing it. I thought I'll get up, but I didn't get up. I got up at 10 o'clock at night, but I missed my freshers party. I was very happy for completing my whole civil engineering assignment. Chalo, I'm done with my sheet. Doesn't matter now. Kuch nahi. And I thought, okay, freshers party miss to miss, doesn't matter. The moment I saw the pictures, I saw my friends looking so good. I was very sad. I was like, yeah, freshers party comes once in my life. It's going to come once in my life if I don't decide to go for MBA or anything. So how can I miss it? I mean, okay, fine, I completed my, the assignment. I had still 2 days, Saturday, Sunday to work on it. But why? Like, why did I do it? So obviously I felt very bad and I still regret it because see, I can't attend it and I have no story to share about my freshers party. So first lesson here, it's guys, like whatever you try doing, don't get so much engrossed in it or so much engaged to it that you start regretting or hurting yourself at some point of time. I started doing this. I got emotionally so much attached to it that if it's not there, it's going to hurt me. Same way, like if today I'm doing my startup as well. At one point of time, I was too much into it. Like I forgot a lot of things. I skipped on a lot of things. And that's the mistake I did. Okay, guys. So never do that. Same way, I did it with my, I would say freshers party. And then same way, I did it with my farewell party as well. While in my farewell party, I was more involved in EventBeep. So I had no time to go to my farewell party. But with the lesson of freshers party, I remembered, I'm going to regret it. That's why I was late. Everybody was going home, but I made sure I go to my farewell party so that I don't regret. I went, I took some pictures, but I'm still happy that I have my farewell party pictures at least. So yeah, this is one thing. Okay? So one thing I would really like to tell you all, we have so many events, so many things happening. Do not miss out on any of these in your college life because these are the memories that you'll cherish for a longer time. You'll tell it to your kids, your friends. If you don't have these memories, whom will you share it with? And you will feel कि यार college में कुछ किया ही नहीं. So never let that thing come in play because while you go ahead in your life and there are going to be some top people you're going to be interacting with, they'll be talking about their college life. And you will be thinking, I don't have any college life. I was so much engrossed in studies, or whatever assignments and all that I didn't focus on the outside world. Now with outside world, guys, please let's narrow it down on what do I mean. I mean, here also I've committed a lot of mistakes. Guys, co-curricular activities and extracurricular activities, all of these events, workshops, seminars are a very, very important part of your college life. I mean, we sometimes feel somebody's going to come and give some random lectures. Trust me, I never cared about who's coming in any sort of session or lecture. Like in very first year, when innovation was happening, we had some amazing people coming from Devang Mehta, I would say NASCOM. Yeah, and I learned a lot from those people. Like I literally went backstage and I spoke to the lady who was delivering the session. And I never knew what is the session, what is the specialization of the mentor or whatever. They were from ENTC, IT background, but that's where I am saying network is very, very important. So I attended all sorts of sessions, workshops, seminars possible. I participated in hackathons that were not even related to my field, but to obviously learn something. So participation in events, being active is very important. Like not only co-curricular, extracurricular as well. Like while we had Gandhar, we had lot of events which I was not at all skilled at, acting, singing, dance, but I participated because that helped me building my team, building my leadership skills, communication skills, and at least dealing with the crowd. I mean, we all know when we have a dance team or any other team, there are going to be fights happening. If she's there, I'm not going to be there. If this happens, I'll not do that. All of these things happens, right? So dealing with these things is a skill. Not backing out and getting everyone together is a big skill. And there was one point of time in second year of engineering while I had my startup as well, and then Gandhar innovation happening as well, and I didn't want to miss out on any of these things. And about that, there were exams and assignments as well. So people were not. So every class represents the dance competition, and from our class, since every year there were people to take up the charge, but one year they were not those people who were going to take up the charge. So in spite of having so many things, in my plate, I was like, chalo, let's do this also. Let's build a team. Let's participate in the dance competition and let's see what happens. Although we didn't win and all, but we entertained people a lot. And we had all non-dancers who were dancing on stage. But the performance was so great, so killer. It was only because of the thing that we were able to get people together and make each one of us believe in ourselves. Ki, theek hai yaar, if wo nahi hua, to ye ho jayega. But let's all together get together and do it. Like, let's nail the performance. And we did it. So, these are the small things that have helped probably me today at EventBeep to build a community of 75,000 students. And it's not easy. It's, the one most important skill that you need in life is, forget about programming, development, designing and all. The only most important thing you need is understanding people and bringing people together. If you can do that, if you can make people believe in yourself, you can win any battle. You can literally win competitions, marathons, hackathons, anything. But you need to have that one skill of understanding people, getting everyone to believe in you and work for the same vision and mission. That is one of the most important skills. Let's start working on all of these rather than, I would say, just looking over those materialistic skills, programming or designing. If you have this, you'll get this much package and all. No, guys. End of the day, what happens? Companies look at smarter people, the people who have the ability of getting the work done no matter what. It's whatever the time is, whatever the condition is. If you are the person who can get the work done, smart, who can literally build teams, sustain teams, that is the quality every company looks in you. Trust me. I mean, and we have hired people. I mean, I personally have interviewed people from Make My Trip, Apna, Microsoft, and we've got them into our company. So that is one of the biggest challenges that I, faced. I was scared that why will these people come into a startup that's just in a growth stage? But trust me, guys, this is the power of getting people to believe in your vision and work with you. And today we literally have people. If you're aware of Apna, that's one of the youngest unicorn. Within 21 months, they became unicorns by Nirmit Tariq. He's the founder, and we have the designer from their team. So it's a very big achievement for me, I would say, because I never thought this can happen. We have people from Make My Trip. We have people from Microsoft working in the tech team. We have people from IITs, IIMs. I mean, come on, they get so great packages. Why should they join our startup? So this is what the power of making people believe in you and your vision talks about. I mean, we are not paying them as much as they might receive from any other multinational company, but they're there with us in this journey, and they know we're average people. They're really amazing people. So this is something I'm sharing out of my experience that, this really can happen. If you really want to be an entrepreneur, just believe in yourself first, and then you have the power of making others believe in yourself as well. So this will happen for sure. Nothing is impossible for us ladies. Like, we're so amazing, I mean, I really realized I never felt me being dominated by any other guy. I never felt, yes, there were people who used to judge of me as a female co-founder, and probably there were a lot of, hitbacks that I also had, but I never considered them because I knew how much strong I am. And I never let that differentiation come into my play. And I am sorry if I'm being biased, but trust me, guys, trust me, ladies, guys are much more, thoda sa weak-hearted than us girls. We're very strong here. I mean, you need to believe it. And you will get to know that. We'll not get to know it when we're in comments, because chances are you'll be only dealing with girls. But then when you get into that corporate field or that networking field, start networking with people, you feel, okay, fine, it's a male-dominated thing. Trust me, guys, nothing is male-dominated. It is ideally, Ideally, अगर आपको लगेगा कि हाँ पैकेजिंग की ज़्यादा है, they are given more opportunities, responsibilities and everything. The only thing what we could do is ask for responsibilities, ask for higher packages. I mean, today in my team, there are more females than obviously males. And although the salary is going to come from my pocket, but I always tell them to negotiate, ask for it. I ask, all the female in my team are very bold. They are very, very, upfront. I mean, I tell them, if you feel this is not right for you, ask for it. Don't think that, asking Rakhi is going to be a big task. No, obviously, I'll be happy enough to see like the ladies in my team are so brave and courageous that they're coming to me and telling me, Rakhi, that this is not right and this is something that I deserve. And I'll be very, very happy to offer them that thing. So again, guys, you will find a lot of, I would say places where people are differentiating you all. You are girls, you're just a fresher, and there is no vacancy for female or whatever. Like, बहुत सारे ऐसे चीजें आएगा. But you guys have to make sure कि you ask for it. Differentiation तो हर जगह है. मतलब ideally आप देखोगे तो कोई भी, you get into this government job or right into an MNC, while the HR personal interview itself, you'll start realizing कि okay, fine, things work this way in a corporate job. While you start up something of your own, there'll be people, investors, VCs doubting you as well. They'll ask you several questions. But the only thing is you need to know who you are. And if you know that, I don't think anybody else can let you down. So I faced a lot of criticism. I have faced a lot of, people doubting, people asking questions and everything. But I always had answers to it. I always knew how to get back to them. And trust me, whatever presentations or whatever, I'm not lying here. I'm not trying to say good things about me, but this is my experience. Whatever presentations I've had, whatever conversations, whatever networking events that I've had, I've made sure that I nail it. I've always made sure that I have to be the best, no matter however anyone else is performing. I never have to compare my performance with anybody else. That is something you shouldn't do at the first place. You should just be prepared for yourself, your presentation, and just kill it. Everything will happen. Rest, everybody will manage. Everybody will get to know, who was she, how is she, and why was she here? Like, and your words, your belief in yourself, everything will speak. Okay, so don't be afraid or don't be doubting yourself कि अरे यार ये होगा या ये नहीं होगा. Should this feel does this feel something that I should be a part of, or should I take it up? I'm very young, I'm fresh. I don't think my family will support. I don't think my friends will be up for it. Nahi, if you think you can do it, just start connecting with right people. Family, friends तो मान जाएंगे आज नहीं तो कल. But जब तक आप सही लोगों से connect करके you don't absorb that knowledge or you don't really understand yourself, you are the one who will do it or not. I think you yourself can tell you yourself will be the right person to tell yourself हाँ, I'll be able to do it. So yeah, have that courage to choose your career as well. I never gave anyone the liberty to choose my career or what I'm going to do in my life, because I always wanted to take that risk on my own. And if anything bad happens, I wanted to blame myself, not my friends or anyone. If he would have done or she would have done like this would have happened. No, I always wanted to take the responsibility of my own failures and success. So yeah, today I'm happy because I've taken the responsibility of every decision that I took. First thing. So yeah, that was a part of, I was sharing my farewell and freshers party wala discussion and all. But anyway, moving ahead, most of you all might have seen the Shark Tank episode, and I started from there. How did we reach there? What is required to pitch into Shark Tank as well? So guys, Shark Tank, obviously I was watching Shark Tank from 2014 and I followed Shark Tank America and Shark Tank Australia a lot. And the moment we understood that it's coming to India, we didn't have that high expectations. हमने सोचा कि ठीक है, होगा चलो, let's apply. So we had 5 steps to get through the investment round. So first one is, when Shark Tank India was being promoted on YouTube, Instagram, and everywhere, we just got to know from somewhere, okay, fine, this is coming in. And there was a small application form that we had to fill up that described about the founders, the company history, is the company registered or not, the idea stage, revenue and all, some basic business model and revenue model details we were supposed to fill in. And we put in all the details. Then we got through the first round. Some, I would say 62,000 startups from across the country filled up that form. And then we got through that round, and the second round was a bigger application form, like with around 32, 33 questions that had every minute details to be answered. Is the company previously funded? How many number of employees are there? Everything, like probably uploading some documents as well, company documents, P&L sheets, everything. So we did that as well. We got through that round as well. And then the third round was video round or video pitching round, where all the 3 founders were supposed to explain about their startup. So yeah, that was more of to see how presentable are the founders, how clear are they about their vision, how confident are they about their thoughts. So yeah, that round was pretty exciting. We had videographers and all coming into the come to the office and then shooting everything. So we did that as well. We got through that as well. Then the fourth round was the auditions round, that we had to actually give, face-to-face interview to some panel of creative and business teams from Shark Tank India. So we went to Mumbai, and we had our auditions there. So we were asked a lot of questions about our personal life, our professional background, everything, obviously to make sure that these people who are going to be coming in are going to be genuine and everything. So yeah, I would say we went to Mumbai, we gave our auditions went well, but after auditions, we were not expecting to get through. Because we thought that app-based startups or technology startups बहुत कम होते हैं Shark Tank India में, whatever we've seen from US and Australia. We thought, ठीक है चलो नहीं भी आएगा. But that was the fourth round. And then we one day get a call saying that you guys are selected for the TV round and you have to come for the TV round in the month of November, this date. So we were like, okay, now this requires a lot of preparation, energy, and it was not that easy, guys. Like preparing for a pitch in front of investors, giving this, I would say pitching to VCs, angel investors and all, talking about your business in front of them is very easy. But probably taking it to that level where there are some big shots sitting in front of you, there's the whole country who's watching you and everything. Probably it required a lot of courage. It required a lot of change in mentality, because I am the person who's totally not camera friendly and who's not that much active on social media and all. So I was like, ठीक है चलो कुछ नया है कर लेंगे. Although we were not expecting whatever happened after the show. I mean, I'll share the statistics and the metrics as well with you all, whatever happened. But that round was, I would say, one of the best days of my life, that TV round, because there I saw how everything works, like how this production team works and everything. And that was very, very new for me. And pitching in front of the 5 sharks was something that, having your own script prepared, working for it for a month, having all the numbers, metrics aligned, and we were standing in front of the sharks for around 90 minutes. But whatever you've been shown on TV is just for 10 minutes. So that 90 minutes was such great learning for us. I mean, these 5 people who were in front of us were so amazing, so humble, so ground. I mean, I would say so down to earth. They really helped us in every aspect. They really gave us such great suggestions. They not only invested, but they really understood the business pretty well. So that's how it happened. Now, वो तो जो आपने देखा, कि ठीक है, this funding has come in, these sharks have come in. But guys, end of the day, what I would say helped us was, it was 90 minutes. And y'all can post your questions here as well, guys. I mean, I'll keep answering it simultaneously. So yeah, it was 90 minutes talk with the sharks. And, guys, to get here, the 3 things that you all require in yourself is clarity of your vision. You need to be very clear on what you're going to be doing. I mean, what is the problem that you're trying to solve? And you should know, I would say, nobody expects you to know everything. You should know everything. What is your market? What is the TAM, SAM? This is the target market. Every number you have to know. It's not that important. Everybody is starting up. Okay, you might have seen all the episodes. We girls have that thing of, knowing everything. If there is a test on some heat transfer today, some of the chapters, you want to know the whole word of every book. And this is something we are much more, concerned about, theory and not practical. So guys, everybody is going to be expecting you to be practical, on point, very clear and confident. Okay? So clarity is something that will get you here. Don't worry. Have that clarity in yourself. Second thing, believe in yourself, not only through, I would say, numbers. I mean, not only through a theory, concept. I've read this concept. I'm building something on EVs and I've read so much about EVs. I know what is happening outside the world. No. Your connection is going to matter a lot there. Even while we were in front of the sharks for 90 minutes, we said what sort of connections we come up with. We've already been invested. We've already raised our seed round. We already have such mentors on board. We already have so many people in the advisory board from InMobi, from MMT, and also we were pretty confident on what we had for them, and if they coming on board with us, what they get in return. So this is the thing you have to start building up from now. That's where I said, probably the people whom I connected in my second, third year, they are now in my advisory board because I could build the network with them early on, and they knew my journey. So if they see the growth, they'll join me obviously in my journey. So this is how connection and network helps. So if you see कि हमारे say 1 minute के pitch में they were so impressed that they put 30 lakhs in us. No, the world, I mean, it doesn't work that way. 90 minutes we were there in front of them. The key points were obviously your clarity, your self-confidence, your network, everything matters. Everything matters. Then again, in terms of business, your revenue model, your clarity key, what are you going to, where do you see your startup 5 years, 10 years down the line? Are you the right person to drive it? If you are the person, why are you the right person? What makes you the best person here? All of these things matter. If today you think of building a $1 billion company, unicorn, why are you the one out of this 150 crore की जनता है इंडिया में? आप ही क्यों कर सकते हो? ऐसा क्या है आप में? तो ये सब चीजों का आंसर आपके पास होना चाहिए, और ये सब एक दिन में नहीं बनता. एक दिन के पिच या some write up won't prepare you for this. The thing that will prepare you for this is probably more of sometimes giving time to yourself, isolating yourself. Now, when I come to this point, there's a lot of things that I want to share it with you all. As a friend, not as someone who's experienced a lot and who's coming here to give you all some, feedbacks or something. I'm just sharing this to you as a friend. Probably, as you saw, I didn't leave my house out of, I would rather say that was my choice. That was my choice to probably leave the house and start working for my vision, because that was the isolation journey that I wanted to go into and then create my own experiences. Because, one thing I'll honestly tell you all guys, like in Cummins, I know a lot of people, they leave their family. Most of the crowd, 70% crowd is hostelite. But while you are struggling for something, your parents are struggling 2x than what you are struggling. Your parents, if you're working hard on something, your parents are working much more harder than you to give you that life. So no parent is going to be happy if their child leaves the house and works on their dream and vision. So first thing, if I left my house, that was again one of my mistakes. I'm not probably, letting my parents understand or probably make them understand on what I'm trying to do. I didn't try that. So don't commit any mistakes. Suppose today you guys want to start up something. Tell your parents, explain them properly. Like there's a way. Mom, dad, I'm going to do this. This is something I want to do. If it doesn't happen, probably I'll come back and do what you all want me to do. Okay. So again, there's a way of doing it, and our parents will never be offensive towards it. Yeah, there can be times when you have to explain them 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. But don't give up. Keep trying. Okay. I didn't give up, by the way, at all. I kept trying, and then I realized, okay, at one point of time, I'll have to step out of the house to really realize, am I on the right journey or not? And then that was my choice, okay, to leave the house. And this is what, just trust me, guys, your parents are working very hard for you all. Never break their heart. I mean, I have done some mistakes, you all don't do it. Just they are the ones, क्योंकि कुछ भी हो जाए, मान लो आप स्टार्टअप करने के लिए you stay at your friend's place or you try to manage everything, but trust me guys, one thing, कुछ भी हो जाए, end of the day your parents will only come, nobody else will come, because आपका friend भी आपको कितने दिन तक अपने घर पे रखेगा, बोलेगा यार या तो खुद कुछ कर ले या तो मुझे कुछ करने दे. But yeah, trust me guys, you really need to respect the creators of your own creators, because what you are going to create, you want your creation is going to be a startup someday or whatever you want to get into. So you as close you are to your creation, obviously your creators are also close to you. So yeah, parents, keeping personal life separate, professional life separate, more of, I would say. And don't ignore your personal life as well. Like this is something that you're privileged to have. Not everyone has it. So yeah, respect. Let's try respecting that. Second thing is, I would also want to put light on something here is our professors and teachers. I mean, I'm not saying this to impress the professors and teachers who are here. This is something I'm saying out of my experience, and this is what we even follow at EventBeep. We know students don't like attending lectures. I mean, lectures sunte hi you're like, arey yaar, lectures, sessions, classes, jo bhi hai, you don't like attending lectures. Same thing as I said at the very start of this session, guys. There is someone standing in front of you who has 10-15 years of experience. They're consuming all of their experiences in that 1 hour session and delivering it to you. Even if you don't study, self-study, but if you diligently attend lectures, you'll get through your exams, vivas, NSEMs, everything. Okay. And even the people who are standing in front of you, जितना बोर आप हो रहे हो सेशन में, उससे कई ज़्यादा बोर वो लोग आपको देखकर होते होंगे, attending that session of delivering lectures to that 90 students, the strength of the whole class. Imagine the kind of motivation, the courage that they need every morning to come on time, stand in front of you all and deliver the lecture on the same topic that they've been doing. Like every year they have to do that. That is something that requires a next level of courage and motivation. And even if we just attend those lectures, we'll get through somewhere in our life, because there have been some lectures that I still remember in my life. I mean, there are some dialogues that there's some great lines that have been said by my professors that helps me in my journey. And I'm glad that whatever sessions I attended, at least I'm able to absorb the experience from those lectures to some aspects of my life. And that really helps, guys. ये जो भी हमारे प्रोफेसर्स है ना, ये बहुत ज्यादा करेज लेकर हमारे सामने खड़े हैं और ये अपने एक्सपीरियंस हमसे शेयर कर रहे हैं. अगर हम ये वो रिस्पेक्ट उन्हें नहीं देंगे तो that's one of the major problem in our Indian education system. I am now interacting with students from Ireland, Canada, and we're trying to have these student exchange programs. The one most important thing I find is our student has so much of potential in them. Our students are amazing in terms of creativity, innovation, and everything. I mean, not to compare, but really much more excellent than any other country. And we're the highest youth population. We're the country with highest number of youth population. Already we're so much powerful. And then the only thing that lacks is the kind of student-faculty interaction or the kind of student-faculty bond that's there in these countries. We don't have it. We lack it because we have made that concept of lectures and all boring for us. So this is where we're going wrong. Charity begins at home. Probably this change will start start happening from your classroom itself. Like today itself, start bringing that change. I'm not saying attend lectures. I'm not saying कि बस lectures ही attend करते रहो. मैं ये नहीं कह रही हूँ. मैं आपको कहना ये चाह रही हूँ कि जो इंसान आपके सामने आके आपको बहुत लंबे समय का सेशन डिलीवर कर रहा है, वो आपको कुछ ना कुछ आपकी लाइफ में सेशन देकर, एक एक्सपीरियंस, एक लर्निंग देकर जाएगा. तो let's respect their time so that our own time is also respected. So I would say the self-discipline is going to start from here. You really thinking about, as I said at the very first beginning of the session, you need to understand people. You need to have that people management, not management skills, but people understanding skills to really land somewhere. That will happen when you start understanding your family. You can start, अगर आप फैमिली को संभाल लोगे तो आप यार दुनिया की कोई भी बड़ी टीम संभाल लोगे, कोई कंपनी संभाल लोगे ऐसे. But at least understand your family, start from there. Then it comes to your college life also. Like understand probably the, self-discipline will start where you start understanding your professors, your sessions, your lectures. You give respect back to them, and then you get it back as well. That's where you realize, okay, you're an awesome person as well. Like, aap jis tarah se baat karoge, the way you give it back, similarly you'll get it back. I mean, in our college, I would say still the atmosphere is very good. Our teachers, our professors are so friendly. But in outside college, this is the thing I never miss out on telling them whenever I deliver any session. I tell them that, guys, things start from how you are at college. And everything depends on, your success ratio or anything depends on your self-discipline. I mean, self-discipline is the only key. You can hack anything and everything. I mean, seriously, guys. I'll come to that as well, the self-discipline part. But let's start spreading the word of how important it is to have this student-faculty relation in every college, in every student's life. And I would say, touchwood, our college has a good, connection. I mean, I'm still connected with many of my professors. Same way, we need to spread that message, and we need to, really connect with our faculty, our professors, in a way that they are the ones who are easily available to us, easily approachable. So, unse bhi jo aapko network ya value milegi na, that's not going to be less. So, make sure whatever environment, whatever culture you have, make sure to have the full benefit out of it. And spread this word as well of, when we want to fix our education system, when we complain a lot about it, but we're not doing anything towards it. I mean, everyone is complaining about the education system. And what difference I have seen is from any other foreign country or India is just that it starts from basic things like lectures and relations with our faculties. So let's start fixing that. If we do that, if we spread the message outside there, everything will happen. Everything will start coming into place. That is one thing. Now, and the other thing, guys, I want to say when I speak about self-discipline is, as I said, like moving out from my house was my choice. But it's just that I wanted to isolate myself just to understand, am I doing the right thing or not? Because this is one of the very big challenges that probably I was also taking in the very early phase of my life. And not everybody was doing it. And a lot of people did it and they failed. Clearly they failed. So obviously anybody's parents or friends will doubt, yaar, tum jo karne ja rahe ho, this is a very tough risk thing. And probably just think twice, thrice before taking it up. Right? So I'll tell you guys, I don't know how many of you all meditate or follow the spiritual content as well. But somewhere, guys, it's very important for people now, the young people of our country. I mean, I am not sure like how many of you all travel. I'm pretty sure like, I do follow a lot of my juniors as well right now from comments, and I see them doing some amazing stuff out there. If I had to say, this spirituality or rather these meditation and all might sound very not, I would say, not that inspiring, or rather I would say not that you might not all of you all be inclined towards all of that, but I'll tell you quickly few of the importance of all of these things. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, or there are many more such amazing big shots who've come to India, given time to themselves, and they have literally built themselves. Like if you have visited Uttarakhand, there is one place called as Neem Karoli Baba ka mandir hai wahan pe. And wahan pe, when I had visited that place, I already read about Neem Karoli Baba, and I already knew that Steve Jobs had come once to India, spent around a year when he was asked to leave Apple, and then he started next, but he was still figuring out, is this the right thing I'm doing or not? He went and he went into that spiritual path, that that state where he understands people, and then he understands that is there a need of what I'm building? Is that psychology, that importance of solving problems for people and not only focusing on the business or the money aspect. He entirely changed himself. And similarly, even Bill Gates, there was a story, there was an article as well where he had come to India and how he changed his life. He started so many initiatives through India because he realized there's so much of power in India. And similarly, if you see now the big shots as well, like let's take an example of Kunal Shah. I'm saying all of this, guys, so that you all understand the power of sometimes isolating yourself and thinking about your career as well. If you see Kunal Shah's journey, he sold free charge, and then he gave time to himself around 1 or 2 years in networking. If you see his LinkedIn profile, he networked a lot, right? From Sequoia, Y Combinator, he came into the advisory board of so many startups, and then he launched Cred. And you all know, when we talk about startups or any other thing, we have so many creative ads coming from Cred, or we see a lot of YouTube videos by Kunal Shah, and we see a lot of RH people talking about him. So, this is the power of networking, giving time to yourself and understanding the market, preparing yourself, and then hitting the ground. So this is what he did. And that's where he is. So, you need to sometimes realize the power of our culture carries this spiritual power. I mean, guys, don't confuse spirituality with just puja, path, aarti and all. It's not that. It's, getting into that self-disciplined state where you give time to your mind, your body, you meditate, you have healthy food, you understand people, you don't have any, I would say, the way you are with people, you don't have any take-backs, you are straight, right in front of their, you're pretty straightforward, you're not talking bad about anyone. All of these things really come into your spiritual journey. And that is very important if you want to do something for others out there, if you want to really solve a problem. Being a part of this aspect or following all of these things is very important, very, very important. If you look yourself as someone who's going to be solving a very big problem for the country. So, this is what I wanted to talk in terms of when we say about self-discipline. You can start small. You can start by changing your diet. You can start by changing your, sleep schedule, everything. But keep trying a lot of different things in your life so that you understand yourself. I mean, I would rather also, recommend you guys, I'm very bad at money management. I'll share one more story with you all. Like 3 years, we were not getting paid at all. I mean, I got an offer from T Connectivity as well from college itself, which I declined. But, and I was getting a good package there. I mean, I could have been very good at financial condition, good with my financial condition as well. But I didn't go ahead with that. And in June 2021, we started paying ourselves. Like probably the three directors decided, chalo, let's thoda bahut pay ourselves. We need to bear our own expenses. And that's where 15,000 was the amount that we were paying ourselves. And for the first time, I had money coming to my hand. And I was like, okay, fine, I have good money. 15,000 is too much. And as I had this very bad habit of not understanding how to manage money, I decided, okay, chalo, I have money with me. I have to gift so many of my friends. So I started gifting my friends a lot. Like I started buying things and all. I think 1st of June, I got my first pay. And by 3rd of June, I had the whole 15,000 gone. 3rd of June, I would say 3 din mein, I had my whole salary gone. And that's where I realized I'm super bad at money management. Then I realized, but buying something for me doesn't give me that much of happiness when I buy it from my friends. I mean, I was loving to surprise my friends, giving them something. And that to my friends, my gifts are really not like some I would say random shivery things. It's always my gifts are more like, if you are into finance or if you're into startups, I'd rather give you a book. Or if you're more into sports or badminton, I'd rather gift you a racket. But I might not gift you anything that will distract you from your goal. So yeah, I'm more of that kind of person who will help you come closer to your goals and help them get very active spiritually and all. So I had so many of my friends to gift, and then I decided, let's do one thing. Till December, I'll spend the money the way I want. I'll spend it on my friends, I'll give them gifts and all. But from January, I'll start managing my money, because then it's going to be high time. So I gave myself time from June to December. I was spending. And then within that journey, I realized, no, this is still going wrong. And that's where I even started then investing. I downloaded Grow, I downloaded apps like CoinDCX and everything. I started investing on crypto. I started investing on stocks. And then I realized, guys, my approach towards money and how much importance I give towards my financial life and all of that is very, very important, guys, because you need to start small, but you need to start investing very early on in your life, guys. I mean, a lot of people have been asking me, if you invest, where do you invest and all? I would say, guys, start investing on crypto. I'm just giving you an example. You may have a lot good people who might give you some good examples on what to invest on, where to invest on. Why am I saying crypto? Because what will happen is you will not only understand how crypto works, but you will for sure understand how your mindset with money works. Because you need to understand that first to make any other bigger investment. ठीक है? क्रिप्टो में आपकी छोटे लॉसेस, छोटे अर्निंग्स, ये देखकर आपका जो पैटर्न ऑफ लाइफ है ना, वो समझने की कोशिश करो कि okay fine, how much are you getting affected with money being in your pocket or not? And that is something very important. Start small, start with crypto, start with an app. There are so many guiding content you'll find on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. Just start that. But start with something. Like execution is the key. You have to start executing. Nobody will come and, tell you, push you. You have to figure out your own, I would say, आपको खुद का रास्ता खुद डिफाइन करना है. आपको कोई अगर हाथ पकड़ा के आपको चला देगा, आप कहीं पहुंच जाओगे, बट उससे आगे जाने के लिए you'll not have the courage. So start investing, start reading, start getting changes in your life's pattern. I mean, all of this is very, very important, very early on in your life. And that's what, there comes my other learning from my experience as well. I was very bad with managing money. So, ये इतना ध्यान रख लो guys कि आप आपके फ्रेंड्स को गिफ्ट कर दोगे, सब हो जाएगा, हैप्पी हो जाएगा, बट आपको हैप्पी भी लगेगा. बट एंड ऑफ द डे, when you need money, you will be very shy to ask your friends, same friends who you've gifted something. And then when you're short of money, your brain will not work. See guys, money, for me, money is just a battery to charge things. I mean, money can do so many things that can make people happy and everything, but money is not everything. I mean, I have literally gotten people when I had no money in my pocket. I've got them in my team. Some or the other way I paid them. I managed my whole engineering and my other, ways of entrepreneurship, at least till 2020, 2021 mid, we were managing without money. So, it's not everything, but when you have it, your brain works in the right direction also, because, then, you have the clarity. When I have this much money, this is the thing I can do with. So, then you can decide also, today I want to join tennis. I mean, tennis is going to be a good way to change my lifestyle, or a good way to start focusing on things, because sports helps you a lot. So to buy the tennis racket, probably you can't go and ask your parents. So if you have money, probably you can at least take a step towards it. So I won't urge you all to save. I would rather request you all to invest. Start doing that, and very early on. Then you will find n number of content there on internet. You can start anytime. And that has been one of the lessons from my journey, or the mistakes that I committed. And in the end, guys, I'll really try summing it up, so that, you all can ask questions as well, because we're already done with 1 hour. Okay. So, guys, one thing. Today, if you don't dream big, what will happen? The people who are looking up to you, or the people who are there after you, they'll have no benchmarks. They'll not have any goals, or they'll have no picture. Okay, fine. Today there is Aishwarya in front of me. She is holding that trophy. She's the benchmark. Probably I look up to her and I want to be like her, or I want to go one step ahead from her. Okay. So you'll have to start thinking big so that people after you will also dream big. अगर आप वो ट्रॉफी नहीं पकड़ोगे तो बाकियों को पता ही नहीं होगा कि where is that trophy and how to get till that trophy, right? So start thinking big, start taking actions, start executing, because everything in our mind and probably in your diary will not work unless you execute it, and unless you get everything on ground. You will not realize what is right, what is wrong. तो प्रैक्टिकली करोगे, थ्योरी मत रखो आपके पास ज्यादा लंबे समय तक. अगर आपको कोई भी आइडिया है, स्टार्ट एग्जीक्यूटिंग एंड स्टार्ट एज अर्ली एज यू कैन. Probably this is the thing that I would probably end my big session here with, and I'll really ask you all guys to please ask your questions. And yeah, please go ahead with the questions as well that you all have.
So, first thing, after hearing your college life and all, I can almost see why you chose this idea as a startup. But can you elaborate more on how did you get this idea? What was your inspiration for this idea?
Okay, so I would say in the first year, as I said, like I was attending lectures and everything, but I always wanted to do something, that standing out of the crowd was something that I was more passionate about, and I had no idea what to do yet then. But while I myself was figuring out what to do, what is that one thing that I'll have that clarity. I mean, is business one of those things, starting up, or rather, getting into Air Force, or then rather having a good, well-settled job or higher studies, everything. I mean, I was very concerned from the very first year of my college. But then while I was figuring out things for myself, I realized that everybody's confused and nobody knows what they want to do. And everybody's figuring out some or the other thing in their life. So that's where, when I would say in the first year, when I was taking part in competitions, events and all, that's where I realized that there's so much of talent in this college, but nobody knows what to do after college. So I would say the journey started there when I was interacting with few of my friends, and they were telling कि they want to do this and that, कि higher studies के लिए जाना है, but पता नहीं कौन सा college, इतने marks चाहिए, gate crack करना है, UPSC crack करना है, and everything. And I realized कि let's do one thing, let's try connecting them with mentors, let's try connecting them with the people who've already done it. Probably they'll get clarity. And then that's where I would say in 2015 and all, I started with my LinkedIn account. I started connecting with people. I had some mentors with me, some of my previous connections, and I was connecting few of my friends with these mentors. And they were getting on a call with them one-on-one to make them understand, okay, fine, you can do this and that. So somewhere my friends used to come back and thank me, hey, Rakhi, thank you for connecting me with that person, because he did guide and help me with this thing. So then I realized, okay, fine, this is good. So let's do it for more people. And then I started something with intern shop, where we were just trying to get them some sort of good content delivered, that if you're working on Android development, probably view these courses and then connect with these mentors and everything. That's how I started. So then I would say ye karte I met few of my co-founders, as in Saurabh and Venkatesh. Even they were onto that similar journey. Saurabh was doing something similar at EventBeep. He was trying to help students. And same way, my other co-founder Venkatesh, he was doing same thing for his college students from Tamil Nadu Shastra. And that's where we met. And then then after that, the journey was, I would say, much more bigger, wherein we literally got on ground, interviewed, surveyed a lot of students, and then came to a model of community that's today called as EventBeep Student Community. So yeah, that's how we started. So yeah, there have been a lot. There are a lot of, I would say, the aspects to the journey. I mean, itni aasan nahi thi journey. Bahut zyada experiences hai. But yeah, I'll for sure come to it, Aishwarya. Thank you for asking that question. I mean, I have questions on the chat as well.
Yeah, do you want me to read them out for you?
Yeah.
I mean, we do have questions coming in, so might as well.
Sure.
So I have a connecting question with regards to the answer that you gave earlier. How did you choose your co-founders?
Yeah, guys, very important. See, guys, you always have to have someone whom you can look up to, and the person is motivating enough कि उन्हें देखकर you feel like okay fine he's doing, and he's someone who motivates me. So I feel like okay fine, I do it. You need not have that person who might tell you यार कितना काम करेगा, चलो चाय पीने जाते हैं यार, let's have some break or let's go to Goa. I mean, if you have those people at the very start of your career, probably you need to have self-motivating people in front of you, जो खुद से motivate होते हैं और उन्हें देखकर आपको भी लगता है कि नहीं, even I have to do this. So, see, very early on, I would say your friends could be your co-founders, your family members could be your co-founders, but you have to be very, very sure. See, guys, co-founder is not a designation or a position. It's a relationship that you have to cherish, nourish, and everything. And make sure the person who's going to be there with you is 100 times better than you. That's how, I mean, I never knew my co-founders. Before I starting up. So once I had something in my mind, then I met people who are like-minded and who are much more passionate in this journey. And then, yeah, that's where we got in. So today, somebody, किसी की कुछ कमी हम compensate कर सकते हैं. So अगर कोई बीमार हो जाए या somebody is not able to give their much of the time, other people can come in and compensate for that. So all of those things you need to think about when you are selecting your co-founders, and it's a very important part. Like in your whole journey, right from investment phase to your starting up and everything, the person will see, the person who's putting money in you, that who is your co-founder and why is he your co-founder, everything. So yeah, that is also very, very important.
Okay. So next, Arya asks, so if one is determined to get into entrepreneurship, how do they start off? Like, what's the square one for this?
Square one, guys, I would, as I said, if anyone belongs to an army family here, there is a concept called as Z-Kit bag. Z-K-I-T-B-A-G. So Google करना, क्योंकि Google आपको मुझसे अच्छा बताएगा. जब भी आपके पास कोई idea है, just don't jump into the idea, because that's the biggest mistake you could do. कि ये idea है, ये problem है, मुझे इसको solve करनी ही है, and nobody knows about it. I know about it because I've read a lot and researched about it. That's the worst concept you can follow. First thing you have to do is, if you have an idea, check how many are the competitors, who all are doing something similar to this or equivalent to this in the market. First, and then with that, also understand your market. If today I'm serving students through EventBeep, I need to understand the students' mentality and the whole students' market. How big is the market? Whom am I trying to serve? And ऐसे नहीं होगा कि आप there is a concept of funneling down, TAM, SAM, SOM. Like ऐसा नहीं है कि आप जो पूरा today I know कि अगर 150 crore की जनता है इंडिया में, उसमें से 4 crore students are like UG PG students. All those 4 crore students are not my market. वहाँ पे भी funnel down करके just understand the segment your market. Then understand them, understand the problem that you're trying to solve. First thing, talk to the users as much as you can. Like no investor, no mentor can tell you as much as the user can tell you what he wants. So same way we did, we spoke to around 10,000 students to understand what we're building is right or not. So you have to talk to your users. Once you realize this is the actual problem that has to be solved, then you're all set. Then start building your network, start working on the MVP, minimum viable product. Start seeing like who all can help you in this. Everything. So I would say, yeah, Z-Kit bag is something you need to for sure, go to the concept. It's a concept by the army, the Indian army that we have, and that concept is being used in a lot of MNCs by some amazing executives, some amazing leaders. So yeah, I would rather ask you all to read it rather than me saying about it. So yeah, I think Priyal has also put it on chat. So do look at it. Yeah.
Okay, so how did you initially fund your venture? Like at the very beginning stage?
Okay, so initially, I would say I put my own money on it. I put my pocket money, and I knew not only me, guys, my co-founders as well. So everyone like who are dedicated to it, everyone put their money because we wanted to build it and we had those time constraints and everything. But then we realized that this is not going to work for a long time because we ourselves are not able to manage ourselves. Like, how long will it work? So then that's where we started with few of the training sessions, few of the mentorship sessions. We some or the other way had some other source to get revenue in the company so that we can pay people. And with that revenue source, we were making a revenue of around 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 10 lakhs per month. And I'm not joking. We did it. So with that revenue, we were funding the company. There was for one of our co-founders as well, their parents put in money. So initially it was bootstrap. Then there was time where we were good with metrics and all. We raised our seed round by some of the VCs. So and post that Shark Tank happened. So this is how you have to have that courage as well to sometimes know that paisa aapki pocket se bhi jayega. So that's how we did.
Okay, so Ragini asks, from where can we learn about the basics of business? Like, there are some terms which are new to people, like equity, term sheet, pitch, investment, everything. So do you know of any platform or something which can give us a head start for knowing this?
Guys, I would say there's huge number of content available out there. I mean, a lot of content. Now it's a very good question, like which is going to be the best platform to consume content from. See, paid content bhi mil jayega. YouTube mein you have a lot of free content, but there are some people who've already done things. Suppose you want to have a startup in fintech. There are people, Zerodha ke founders, Nitin Kamath, Nikhil Kamath. If you follow them on LinkedIn, they'll come up with some amazing content that is free for you, everyone out there. And you can understand those terms from them. These people now are giving so many free podcasts and they are available on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. These people talk about all of these terms and then they explain it in such a great manner with their own experiences. I think if you just go through any of such talks and podcasts or some audiobooks, I would say, guys, just check Google Podcast. There are some amazing co-founders like Mark Zuckerberg, Sheryl Sandberg, these people talking about their experiences. I would say that's the best source that you can, get right content from, rather than taking up any course or, paying 1.5 lakhs or something like that. Just hear the people who've already done things in their life. And that's going to be the best source.
Okay. So my next question is, how do you plan to contribute to the college through your venture?
It now depends. Are we talking about Cummins College or are we talking about, because I'll be biased towards Cummins College.
You can consider Cummins College.
Okay. Obviously, having this, again, I myself have seen that we have amazing network of alumni. Initially, the first thing that we could do is getting us, the actual current students, in network with their alumni and making them realize the power of alumni network. That is one thing even we would for sure love to do. And not only, this is something that has to be done for so many colleges. And again, probably making your student life exciting by having some amazing sessions, webinars, conferences for you all being organized, because that happens on the app. We are revamping our student community. That's EventBeep platform. And very soon we will get you all the inter-college and the intra-college network as well. So that's how I plan to probably get again back to my college. And again, me reliving my college life as well. So we'll do it.
Okay. So Shruti asks, how was your experience after getting mentorship from Sharks? Is it limited only to money or do they really help you in your business?
They really help us in business. The experience was, I would say, 360-degree experience. They talk about everything, and it was amazing. I really love all of the Sharks. So happy to interact with them, and I never thought that we'll be able to get in touch with such amazing people. So everyone has done something in their life, and they come up with their own life story and everything. And huge respect to all of them. So great.
Okay. Ketki asks, if we get an idea how to proceed with it, what's the first step of execution process?
again, guys, as I said, I think, as I spoke about Zkit back and everything, you really need to talk to your users, understand the market, talk to your users, then you'll realize whatever you're planning or doing is right or not. So yeah, talk to your users, talk to your customers, first one.
Okay. If we get an idea, how do we protect it from plagiarism?
Okay, guys. So this is the question like everyone has while they start up. But guys, honestly, what we are thinking, we think that nobody might have thought about it. But actually, everybody might some or the other point of life they might have thought about it. And ऐसा बहुत कम हुआ है कि there are two companies coming in and you pitching your idea somewhere and there's some other founder as well who's pitching his idea. But it has hardly happened that looking at your idea and consuming all your ideas and all, that person might have reached somewhere in their life, because not everybody can do it. And even if somebody is taking up your idea, the only thing that can differentiate you is your execution. I mean, idea तो चलो आपको आ गया, उन्हें भी आया होगा, या मार्क ज़करबर्ग को भी आया होगा. They to have money before us, they can execute it, obviously. So that is the reason why today, even if we're building EventBeep, obviously it's such an open platform. It's out to the world, it's out to the nation through Shark Tank. Everybody knows what we're doing. Anybody who has money can just do it. I mean, why should we do it? Then we know अभी तो सब हमसे ज़्यादा लोगों के पास capital है, they can do it. But the only thing that could differentiate us here is the execution that we get for people, like the heavy level of execution and the clear mindset and the will to do it. Yeah, you have to differentiate yourself from execution. That's how I can answer this question.
Okay, so how would you define success? What does success mean to you in terms of this venture?
For me, whenever I'm asked, guys, about my achievements, I mean, there could be some trophies, medals lined up, but my only achievement is bringing people together in the company to follow or to join all three of us as our co-founder. I mean, as our co-runners. The people who we have in the team today, they are my biggest achievement, and they are the success that today I would say I have. I mean, that's the biggest success I have so far. I mean, the people and the users of the EventBeep community who believe in us, I mean, that's the biggest success. So if your user trusts your platform, trusts your product, believes in you, that is the success that any founder can have. Money to aa jata hai, but yeah, the trust from your user is very important.
Okay. So what are your top 2 challenges which you found the most meaningful, and what did you learn from them?
Challenges that I found most meaningful and learned from them. Again, guys, I would honestly say bringing people together. I mean, hiring is one of the biggest challenges, like nobody tells you all, but hiring people, right people in the team is the toughest part. I mean, investment you can get, but hiring and getting the right people in the team is still very hard. So yeah, that has been one of my biggest challenges, and I've explored every sort of way that I can get best people on board. And I'm very, very particular with people coming into the team. I mean, I might interview them 4-5 times, but unless I am pretty much clear with them, I don't get them into the team. So people know Rakhi has a very long procedure of hiring people in the team, but when she gets someone in the team, the person will be amazing. So yeah, that's something that's been challenging for me.
Great. So how long should we wait for the startup to grow?
I mean, there is no timeline to it, guys. I honestly, if I had to give you all examples, there is FamPay started by IIT graduates. They started it again in their 3rd year. And today there are 1,200 crore company within 2 years. Okay. And then there is this person. I mean, there are several other stories, everything depends on execution. I mean, Amazon took 10 years to become what they are today. But some companies just, if you see Apna app, that's founded by Nirmit Parikh. He's one of the founders who's made his company a unicorn in just 21 months. So again, it could be 2 years, it could be 12 months, whatever. It depends all on your execution. I mean, there is no timeline to it. You are the person running your startup, and you are the person who will be defining your timeline. So you will know it better.
Okay. So Siddhi asked, just like you expressed, I have a really hard time connecting with new people. So what would you personally suggest in order to eliminate these fears? Books or anything, those kind of stuff that help you?
Guys, see, I would say, reading books is your choice. A lot of people can do it, a lot of people cannot. But honestly, knowing all of your fears, like if you are not able to quickly connect with people around you, if all of that is the fear, start doing it. Like start facing your fears. First thing, confront them, work on them. Once you have confidence, I think nobody can stop you then. So I would say books, though, I won't recommend any books because there are so many books. I mean, yes, I'm reading a lot of books. Most of them, I mean, I would say are the ones that not everyone would like. But yeah, I started reading, I started with Bhagavad Gita. Because I would say, honestly, once you, understanding your own country's culture and your own people's culture is very important, first thing. Knowing people is very important. And I would say all of the other books have come out from the learnings of our own Indian culture itself. That's Bhagavad Gita. If you read that, probably it says everything about, our culture, Krishna and everything, that you'll understand everything. Politics, money management skills, people management, everything. So, I would rather suggest reading that book. That will give you an essence of all other books. But then if you really want to get into some other books apart from Bhagavad Gita, then I would really suggest you all, if you're starting up, read 0 to 1, read Hooked by Neer Eyal, read Good to Great. That's also one of the best books I've read. Read Inner Engineering. That's by our very own Sadhguru. There are a hell lot of books. I mean, you can just, whatever you're passionate about, just start reading it. I mean, if there is a long list that I can suggest you for books, but it's up to you what you're chasing. So yeah.
So we did see it on Shark Tank India that you're an inspiration to many. Who or what is your biggest source of inspiration?
First thing, guys, I somehow landed up to be an inspiration, although I never thought I'll be. And the kind of love, support, everything I've got, it's huge, it's immense. I mean, I'm yet not able to get back to people, reply them on LinkedIn, WhatsApp, email, everywhere. So I never thought this will happen. But, and I respect everything and every other comment that I'm receiving. So, but yeah, in terms of inspiration, I would say I never have any one role model. I have several role models because no one is perfect. And as I said at the very first, beginning of the session, like I don't follow anyone. But I get inspired. So there are a lot of people who inspire me. But yeah, there is no single role model, I would say, yet. I mean, I don't want to have role models. Everyone is my role model today. I mean, I would somewhere, get inspired by Shruti or Ishwari or so. Yeah, I mean, you all are my role models. So there's so many role models. Yeah.
Great, that's a great answer. Priya asks, what is your response when you are in talk in front of Shark Tank? I mean, Ashneer sir is reacting very emotional and he gives some extra money. What was the purpose behind it and what was your reaction?
Okay, that was a very, very generous act by Ashneer sir, and I totally respect that. I didn't expect my story to come out on TV this way. But yeah, I mean, I would say one thing. While I was talking, I was very scared about Ashneer sir itself, because everyone was giving some of the other expression, but actually Ashneer was listening to whatever I was saying, and I made sure that was a different experience. I just made sure I look into everyone's eyes. I mean, I have not done any crimes. I'm going to look into everyone's eyes and talk. And it becomes hard at that point of time, but it's like you have to manage so many things. But I was sure I'm going to look into everyone's eyes and talk, even if the person is not giving me any sort of expression. And when coming to the part, he didn't become emotional. I mean, emotional की बात नहीं है. उन्होंने जो भी बात कही थी वो on point थी. कि again, you have to have money जहाँ पे आपका दिमाग चले. You need to have cash in hand where your brain starts working. So he offered me secondary shares, wherein I sell some of my shares and he'll buy my shares, and he'll give me some money on that. And later I can buy my shares back from him. So that was a very, very, very generous act, and I never thought that can happen. And that was the offer. So I mean, my reaction was happy because that was something we didn't expect. But yeah, end of the day, we went ahead with the other offer. Yeah.
Okay. So we all want to ask this question actually. Does your team have Cummins girls working?
I mean, I would love to welcome Cummins girls. Although we did have interns previously, right now we don't because although we want to have, but problem ये है कि Cummins आपको 100% place कर देता है तो कोई बचता ही नहीं हमारे लिए. So, but ठीक है. I mean, some or the other point in life, we would love to come and recruit. I mean, people from Cummins. I mean, I'll take the company to that level wherein I can offer packages that you all deserve. So I have to work hard for that as well. But I mean, there have been interns working with us, and it's always been great. Like, I don't know why, but our crowd is very, very self-disciplined and everything. सब लोग बहुत determination से आते हैं. So awesome.
Okay, great. How did you manage college as well as extracurricular time?
One second, guys.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, guys. So I am sorry as well because today I'm boarding a bus from Pune to Bangalore and my bus is at 7. So I'll be boarding a bus as well. So probably we will have to wrap the session in 5 minutes. I'm really sorry for that. But I took most of the time probably, question answers को मैंने ज़्यादा time देना चाहिए था. But ठीक है, we'll take the few remaining questions as well. So what was the question, Aishwarya?
How did you manage your extracurricular and your college during your education days?
Okay, so again, guys, one learning comes from there. I always found 24 hours very less for me because I used to stay up till 2, 4 and I had a very bad sleep schedule. And I was not able to manage it actually. I mean, SNE Kev nailed it in terms of managing. So yeah, guys, I mean, prioritize. I didn't prioritize things pretty well. So you need to set up priorities. Like, क्या अभी priority में है? अगर exams आ रहे हैं तो वो priority है या co-curricular में कोई submission या you've applied somewhere? What is your priority? Prioritize things. And one concept that comes from my experience, I'll share it with you all. Nobody has written it anywhere or nobody follows it, but I'll share it. Guys, when you see your time like this, digital time, you see running on your phone and you see it's now 6:32, now it's going to be 6:33. You have your heartbeat raising. Your time is going on. And then you end up chasing time. You end up running behind the time. I think this is not what you should do. You need to actually have those clocks, those analog clocks जो काटे की घड़ी होती है ना, उसको follow करो. वो आपको बताते हैं क्या सही टाइम है, वो आपको actually टाइम को वैल्यू करना भी बताते हैं. Whereas आपको डिजिटल टाइम जब फॉलो करते हो तो that just lets you chase the time, but it gets you nowhere. I mean, that just increases your heartbeat. So always have the watch, analog watch, where you can literally follow the sui ka kata. And that helps you respect value time as well and slot your timings as well accordingly. So I follow that concept and I've been delivering this concept everywhere that I can. This helps me and that will help you do as well. I think for sure.
Okay, that was really a great insight onto it, and unfortunately we'll have to come to the end. I won't take much time, Rakhi, because you're in a hurry. I'll just complete it in 2 minutes. Very big thank you to you. Yes, ma'am.
Before winding up the session, I would like to say a few words. I think so we missed at the starting point of it. So I will just... So Rakhi, thanks a lot. It was really great hearing to you. And I want to say here that yes, our college, Cummins College, is known for the best academics, the best placement part of it. But now slow and steady, we will be known for our best alumni there. So I want you to be connected to the students and also alumni is connecting to the alumni. So slow and steady, down the line, 5 years, 10 years, our college should be known for our alumni. That is my wish, and all the best for your future. Yeah.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much. You're doing some amazing work out there to get all the alumni together, and kudos to you, ma'am, because thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I really love interacting with, the people who of my age, and then probably giving some insight that I can, some small 1 or 2 year experience that I've had. So thank you so much for getting me here. Yeah.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you so much.
So Aishwarya, could we ask everyone to switch on the camera for a minute?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys, who all are thanking us on the chat. Thank you so much. And anyone who needs any sort of help or any suggestion, if I can help, please, if you think I can help, do reach out to me on LinkedIn. I would love to help you all. So LinkedIn, I'll be pretty active. You all can reach out to me there.
Thank you, Rakhi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.